Okay, yay. Super excited for this call. We're going to keep it short and sweet, like always. I always say that, and then we usually go the full time, but hopefully they're interesting, and hopefully you learn something from it. So thank you for jumping on. And so I think the only announcements that we really have is, obviously 2B Mindset is on sale, right? It's $20 off. Lift 4 is still on sale, $10 off. Beach bars are 10% off right now. That's for customers and coaches, right? And then the 2B Mindset certification is half off right now. So instead of it being $200, it's $100, right? So if you're thinking you want to invest a little bit in your business, I feel like this would be a good way to go because nutrition is super duper confusing for a lot of people. 2B Mindset is super simple. And easy for a lot of people to understand. Plus, it gives them the flexibility to go out to eat and go to parties and barbecues and all of that stuff. But this is just a great way to get a deeper knowledge of nutrition and of that program so you can help people better, right? Okay. So I am super excited. I asked Beja if she would jump on this call with me just for a little bit and share a little bit about what she has going on in August and September. I feel like it's something that we've talked about in the past, but it was like I did it like a year and a half ago. So it's been a long time since I've done it. So I love that she's doing this and focusing on something just a little bit different, just kind of thinking outside the box, which I love. So Beja is Heidi is Beja's upline, and then I'm Heidi's upline. So that's kind of how that rolls. She is I believe she's our newest emerald on our team. That's how I announced you. And then I was like, I hope that's right. But I'm pretty sure it is. So, which is awesome. She is crushing it, and she's getting braver and braver every day. And I know she's brave and excited. Her goal today was to rock this part of the call. So I'm excited to hear from you. Go ahead, Beja. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. So me and Heidi kind of made ourselves success partners. We kind of have the same mindset about how to run things, but she's kind of out of the game on working out for the next month, and she decided to do the cleanse, the 21-day reset cleanse. And so I was thinking about it. I was like, I feel bad that she's not getting to like help with the working out, like our normal challenge groups that we've been doing. And so what we decided to do was in August, we were going to do a back to school reset for moms, kind of get rid of that summer gunk thing. So we started advertising the reset, the 3-day and the 21. We're doing both of them. I'm going to do the 3-day, and then Heidi's going to do the 21. And so we're selling them all of August, and then starting September after Memorial or Labor Day, as a group for the whole month of September, kind of letting everybody have a little bit of freedom of when they're going to do it. We're all doing the resets together. And then we also, like me and Heidi have also had a lot of people kind of sitting on the edge of like not joining. They're like scared. They're not sure about the challenges because we've been trying to do like theme challenges and stuff, trying to find our niche in this. So we're using it to help people kind of get their foot in the door without actually like the full commitment of the whole year of BOD and Shakeology and all that stuff. And I've had some really good results with it. I've been doing a lot of inviting with people that have even just like messaged me about like my crazy videos and stuff. So that's been nice, kind of opening that door for that, because it's kind of hard for me to do the invite just like, hey girl, the hey girl thing doesn't work for me quite yet. I'm not there yet. So, but it's opened a lot of doors, a lot of conversations. Um, that's all I have. I don't. Heidi, do you think of anything else? Did I say everything that we talked about?
Yeah, I think you've covered everything that we've kind of been going over. We just trying to. I figured that with this ultimate reset, I mean, I can't work out, so I figured this would be the best time to do it, and just give me one more thing to kind of advertise and get people that don't like to work out but they still want to lose weight. This will give them something that they can try first, and then we can work them into working out later on. But yeah, I think you covered everything. We've been doing a lot of hydrate challenges because people really like those. So we've gotten a lot of challengers that way, and then it's opened the door for conversations for both of us. So that's been helpful.
We do the hydrate challenge as our free group.
Yes, those are our free groups that we've been doing. We try to do one of those a month, and then we do another, like a challenge group where you have to get a challenge pack.
Where did Brady and Pacey go?
Yeah. So they're really focusing on just something other than the programs that are on sale. So they're focusing on the 3-day refresh and the ultimate reset, and just focusing on a different avenue. So always remember that there are those different things. Like, you don't have to do just what's on sale. People love a sale, of course, but I did the ultimate reset about 1.5 years ago, and I got a few people to join me, probably about 4 or 5 people to join me while I did it for the 21 days. And then I probably got 8 or 9 people after they saw my results to do it. So there is the ultimate reset challenge pack that comes with Shakeology, and that was really my focus at that point. But there's just the ultimate reset and the 3-day refresh. There's the challenge pack, or there's just the regular.
And I have been focusing on the one with the Shakeology to open up that avenue with those people too.
Perfect.
Advertising without the Shakeology.
Good. Yeah. That's definitely the route you want to go, so that maybe it gives them a little taste of the Shakeology, which is awesome. Okay, thank you so much for sharing that with everybody. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about Erin Young. I don't know if you know her. She is a 10-star diamond coach. She's been a coach, I think, for 7 years, and she was just stuck forever, kind of, just like barely cruising by, and then all of a sudden she drew a line in the sand and decided that she was going to take her business to the next level. And so she spoke on our 5-star diamond call on Tuesday. So I wanted to take a few of the points she had in that call, and I wanted to share those with you. So she talked a lot about Instagram, and I know a lot of us are really trying to focus on Instagram, and so I figure all the tips that we can get on Instagram, the better, right? That's how I feel. So she talked a lot about the 5-3-1 rule, which Carl Deichler did, a 5-3-1 group. I don't know who was in that group and who wasn't in that group. I think you had to have a ticket to Summit, and I don't know, one other thing. There were like 2 requirements that you had to have in order to be in that group. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about what the 5-3-1 rule is, and so that you know if you want to apply it to your business. So the 5-3-1 rule is when in the middle of your power hour, like while you're doing your power hour, the 5 stands for, like, you find a new prospect, you find a new person, right? So you like 5 of their pictures. You comment on 3, and then you send a message. So like 5 pictures, comment on 3, and send them a message. Okay, so that's something super simple that you can do, but I can tell you, like, if somebody new is following me and they start liking my stuff, and if they start commenting on my stuff, and if they send me, like, even just those two things, I'm gonna notice, right? If it's somebody new, I'm gonna notice, especially a comment. So if you have new people that you are talking to and all you're doing is liking their stuff, they might not notice you. So comment on their stuff, say something positive, compliment them, positive vibes, right? And then you message them. And it doesn't have to be a beach body message. It can be something simple. I wrote just some simple things down like, oh my gosh, your kids are so cute. How old are they? Something simple that's going to get them to respond back, because then you know for sure that they know you're alive, right? They know you exist. Okay, so that last vacation you took, it looked like so much fun. We're planning on going there, or we want to go there. Do you have any tips for me? Is another great one. If there's a holiday coming up, you can ask, like, are you ready for Christmas? Or did you survive Christmas? When does school start for you? Are your kids in school yet? I know there are some schools that have already started. So just simple things like that, non-Beachbody related, that keeps you on a regular human being level, right? You're not on a coach level. So those are good messages to start with, just to build the relationship and get the conversation going. And then obviously you somehow turn that into health and fitness, right? So a lot of times if you ask, like, well, how, or what do you do for a living, and whatever, if you ask them, they most likely are going to ask you in return. So always be the one asking questions, because if you start asking and then they ask you back, then you can say, actually, I'm an online health and fitness coach, which they've probably already gone and searched your page. They've probably stalked everything that you've already done and all of your comments and read through everything. So they probably already know that. And that's totally okay. That's good, actually, right? So know that they're going to be watching you. And so make sure that you're posting things that you want people to see, right? So let's see. What else was I going to say about that? Okay, so yeah, so ask them, like, after you get the conversation going, you can ask them, are you into health and fitness too? Here's another message. So if you say, hey, Leslie, you're on here. Hey, Leslie, I've noticed you are following my journey. You are a super sweet supporter. Thank you so much. What do you like to see from me? So just something simple, but you're asking for advice. What would you like to see from me? Like, because if they've been following you, especially on your Instagram stories for a while, and you've noticed that their names keep popping up, then obviously they're following you for a reason. So ask them, like, what do you like to see from me? And maybe I can post more of that, right? So for example, I've had several people ask me how I do my daughter's hair with 3 things. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw it yesterday, but 3 things in my daughter's hair. I've had several people ask me, and so I just kept thinking, oh my gosh, I should do this hair tutorial and show people, but I was like almost embarrassed. I don't know, it was weird because I'm not a hair person. I just have 2 girls and I've just kind of taught myself, right? Like, I'm just a normal mom. Anyway, so I did this hair tutorial and I posted it. And I had like 3 or 4 people message me saying, oh my gosh, thank you so much. One of them was like, I have 5 boys. I have a little girl on the way. And those were the best tips ever. Like, do her hair in the high chair and start them young so that they get used to having those things in their hair. Like, just little tips from a regular mom was super helpful for her, right? So I had like 3 or 4 people message me and say, so I actually put a poll in my Instagram stories saying, like, would you like to see more hair tutorials? Seriously, I think there were 3 people that said I did leave no as an option, like, love you, but no thanks. There were 3 people that said that, and there were over 30 people, which that's like my highest poll ever that people actually voted on, that were like, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. So, okay, so that might be my niche, right? That might be part of my niche. So find something that maybe, I don't mind doing hair, but I don't love it either. Like, I'm not going to do it all day long, right? So it's something I don't mind doing, but I do have 2 girls, and it's something easy that I can do and show. So find something that you are interested in that you can do that's going to be beneficial to you and your business to find your niche and find your people. Does that make sense? And so I just made all of those into a highlight bubble so that people can go back to that highlight and see how I did that. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about polls actually while we're on this subject. So for me, I like to do at least one non-beach body related poll a day because I love people to be engaged. I've done like the question thing, like ask me any question. Yeah, my followers aren't there yet. I've tried it. I didn't get anything, nothing. Okay. But I do feel like now that I'm almost into my first month of the 21 social that I think I told you guys about, I went live in our group page. I feel like these followers are a lot more engaged, and that's why I got several just individual messages telling me, thank you so much for doing that hair tutorial, right? I've never gotten messages just like, hey, thanks. Oh, you should do more. I did my girl's hair like this today. Like, that's awesome to me. That's like a big boost. Like, oh my gosh, I helped them, right? So I like to do a post or a poll, non-beach body related, at least once a day. And then I also like to talk about Beachbody in some way or form at least once a day. So today I highlighted 2 coaches on my team. And I'm going to start doing that every Thursday just so that they know that, yes, I do have amazing coaches on our team. And we are, and you know what? One of them wasn't even my coach. It was Beja, which is Heidi's coach, right? And so it's okay. Like, we're all on the same team. So use everybody. Everybody loves a shout out, right? So use everybody's. Nobody's going to be like, oh my gosh, she totally shouted me out and I'm not even her coach. Like, nobody's going to say that. So recognize people. People love to see that positive vibe, right? So another time, like for example, tonight, you could take a screenshot of this, right? And I love doing this with my 5-star diamond calls. So if you take a screenshot of this and share it in your Instagram stories, like team call night, and then on the next screen, you have the same picture and you have an arrow drawn to my face, and then you have a message, mom of 3, was a personal trainer, made enough income that she could be at home with her kids, is now a working from home mom and following her dreams. Next screenshot, same picture, you draw arrow to Dari, works full-time, mom of 3, does this in the cracks of her day, blah, 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 whatever, right? Next screenshot. You can do as many as you want. You can do to everybody. You can do 2, you can do 1, whatever. But I love doing that because I feel like it makes everybody seem real. It makes everybody realize that these people are busy, real people too. Some of them work full-time, and the more diverse you can get these people, the better. So if some of them are a stay-at-home mom, if some of them have quit their job, if some of them are making more income, if some of them are working full-time, somebody's working part-time, somebody's a nurse, like shout out their different professions, shout out their different whatever. That's going to make them like realize that they don't have to be a specific person to be a coach. Like, we're all kinds of people. Right? So that's another thing that you can do. Let's see, recipe tutorials. I do that once in a while when I'm making dinner. People tend to like food. I don't know why. I guess we all eat every day, right? So different ideas, recipes is good. When you go grocery shopping and you find a new product, I always tend to share my new products. I feel like the more value I can give people, the more people are going to return and watch my stuff looking for more value, right? So hair products, food products, cleaning products, organizing. If you love to organize, come to my house, please. But any of those tips are awesome, and people are looking for that. So one, if you have somebody that you follow on Instagram that does that stuff, follow what they're doing. And if you love it and implemented it into your own life, share it, make it your own. It's okay, right? Like you can even give them a shout out and be like, thank you so much for sharing this. This is like, I stole this from blah, 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 but I loved it so much. I wanted to share it with my followers too, whatever. But use those valuable things to share with others. Okay. Let's see. Oh, another one is like, did you get your workout done today? Yes or no? So a lot of times I like to do like the positive, like in your polls, right? Like, yep, I sure did. I will later, right? Like I like to do the positive and positive, but on the like, did you get your workout done today? I like to do a positive and a negative, because the negative person, I like to stalk them and I like to see where they're at. And because one, they're following me and I post my workout every single day, right? Two, if they're still following me and they're not working out, then they either want to and they haven't quite gotten there yet and maybe need a little push. They might need the accountability. They might need my support, or maybe it was just a rest day. I don't know. But I can go to their page. I can kind of stalk them and see where they're at, right? And if not, I can always message them and say, hey, I saw that you didn't get your workout today. How come? And be their best friend. It's okay. Act like all of your followers are your best friends and you're going to have a gazillion new friends, which is fun. Okay. Oh, so another one she talked about, which I haven't had the guts to do yet, but messaging these people. So people who are following your Instagram stories, especially the ones that are they trying to tell me something, Dari? That's an ultrasound picture. That's an old ultrasound picture. Okay, I believe you. Okay, that's funny. They're trying to get you in trouble. Okay, so the people that are following you, especially your workout people, message them and say, I'm going to read this so I don't get it wrong. Now I can't find it. Where did I put it? Oh. Is what I'm doing annoying or inspiring? Or like, is this annoying or inspiring? Like about your workouts. So the people who are watching your workouts, ask them if it's annoying or inspiring, and they're going to tell you. And then that will give you good feedback to know, okay, well, should I do 2 or 3 clips of my workout in my Instagram stories, or should I do 5 or 6? And I don't know about you, like I watch Ashley Smith, and she honestly does, I think, 10 to 15 different frames of her workout. It's a lot. And of course I'm like, forward. Like, it's her whole entire workout. One, that would take forever to record and put in there. But 2, like, for me, that's boring. Like, that's too many. That's too much. But she's a top 10 coach, man. She knows what she's doing. But I know my followers, and they'd be like, yeah, exit. Like, I'm not following her. I know what's coming next for the next 10 frames, right? So it works for some people. But I know Jatana Jackson dances through half of it and then only shows a few workout moves. So it just depends on you and your niche and your following. But for me, I typically like to do 2 or 3 frames of my workout, and then I've started to do like a celebratory boomerang or poll that says like, I got my workout done, did you? Type of thing. So that's kind of what I do. Let's see. Okay, so I've also really tried to focus on like recruiting new coaches and seeing if people, like in our 5-star group, we've really been talking about that a lot lately. And I know that's like my weak point. And I feel like as a leader, if that's my weak point, then that's going to be everybody else's weak point. And so I'm really trying to get stronger on that. And be braver and invite more people. So when you find those people that are like watching you every single day on your Instagram stories, just reach out to them and be like, thanks for being such a great supporter. You are awesome. Like, thank you. Can I send you more info on what I do? Like Aaron Young said that, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know if I would ever say that, but I think that's my next step. Like, because if you send that, they're going to say yes or no, and then you know. And then you're not like guessing, well, they're watching me. Do they like this? Like, what are they here for, right? So are they just here for my valuable stuff? Are they here for my workouts? Are they here for my recipes? Like, what do they like? So ask your followers, like, what do you like to see from me? Like, can I send you more information on what I do? Like, we have an amazing team. Do you want to join us? Easy. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. So, oh, and one more thing is actually two more things. One is always make deadlines on your posts and deadlines on your polls. So if you have a group starting up, let them know when it starts. And then when you message them, let them know, like, there's only 3 more days until my group starts. So Erin Young, who is a 10-star, who knows what else, she starts a new group every single week, but she also has a deadline every single week. So even though if they can't join this week, they can join next week, that's fine. She still tells them about the first deadline, right? So make sure you have that deadline, because you've got to make it valuable, and you've got to make it so people, I forgot the word, are wanting to be there, right? So, and then the other thing is, from this call, I want you to write down one thing. What is one action that you can do today to implement into your business? What's one action you can take today? Who is one person that you can talk to today? And I know it's late, especially for Charlene and Rebecca, but if you guys bump that till tomorrow, that's okay. But anyway, one thing, we can have all the training in the world, but I've learned that if I spend all my time training, then I have no time to take action. So you need to take action with what you learn from. So at least one thing from each training you need to take from and implement into your business. Otherwise, you're just filling your head and you're not taking action. You're not going to see any results, right? Okay, I want to open it up to questions. Does anybody have any questions or anything related to this call or not? Anything they want to talk about? Mm-hmm.
So it was like 5 pics, comment on 3, and 1 message, right? Okay, I just want to make sure I had that down. Okay.
Yes, perfect. Olivia, do you have a question?
Yeah, I was wondering about the certifying in the To Be Mindset. Do you know more details on that? Like, if I have the program, is it even worth like doing? You know, like, since I'm already learning all about it, do I need to certify?
You don't have to. No, I've already done it too. Like, I have it, and that's actually a requirement to get the certification. Is you have to have the program and you have to have gone through all the videos. Okay. Before you can certify. So I think it would be very beneficial if you are wanting to help your customers a little more in depth, rather than being like, here's Alana's video on this, or you know what I mean? Okay. So it's totally up to you, like what level you want to take it. I feel like it's great. I mean, obviously I haven't done it yet, but I feel like it's going to be very valuable knowledge to apply to that to help more people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's up to you. It's not required, obviously. So anybody else?
I will say something about Instagram real quick.
Yeah.
So one thing that I've really been trying to do lately is like we said, interacting with new people. And I'm kind of getting to the point where a lot of my warm market on Facebook is like, no, I've said no 5 times, like no, for real. So I'm like, okay, I got to get some new, some fresh blood in the water. So I have started hashtagging things that I love. So I've talked about how I love podcasts and I love true crime podcasts. So I have been targeting the other girls that are murderinos like me that are crazy true crime fans. And I've made a lot of friends by doing this. I even put one little hashtag. Hang on 1 second, sweetheart. Oh, it's okay. Up in my description on my interests. And even from doing that, I've had people that have just messaged me immediately. Okay. Guys, every time I try to talk, you guys know this. Oh, heavens. Anyway, so make sure you are finding the things that you love and sharing those and reaching out to people that have those same interests, because there's 1,000,001 people out there that are doing fitness. Okay. I'm no fitness expert. I'm not at my peak physical shape right now. But I have a lot to offer because of, we're all ourselves. But focus in on some of those other interests that you have, because that's going to single you out and make you a little bit more unique to your tribe. So anyway, that's all.
Yes, we have less than a minute, so it's probably going to cut me off, but I love that. So don't try to reach all the people, because if you try to reach all the people, you're going to reach nobody. Really narrow in on what you love, and I'm still working on this, you guys, but if you narrow in on what you love, you're going to find specific people, and you're going to find your niche, and you're going to be able to connect with them so much more than trying to reach all the people and getting no one, because you're too broad. Does that make sense? Find stuff that you love other than Beachbody and fitness and food, which honestly, those are my top 3, and family. Like, those are my top ones. And so it's hard for me to find that. So I think that's why I've struggled for so long. But find something that you love and then just run with it and connect with those people. So. Okay, before it's awkward and we get cut off, I'm going to end this. And thanks for jumping on. You guys are awesome.